May the force be with you!
One battle after another. This movie looks like a movie. And what does that mean? Yes, the acting is great. Leonardo DiCaprio's in it. I mean, come on. He is top shelf. There's a beautiful cast. They do an incredible job. The director, of course, PTA, he's a legendary director. But what really sticks out is the cinematography. That's what makes this movie look like a movie, or how a movie should look like. Now, this movie was shot on VistaVision. If you don't know VistaVision, simply put, it takes a normal 35mm film format, flips it horizontally, which creates more negative area exposed per frame, resulting in finer grain and a cleaner, smoother image. So what does that all mean? It's more work, it's more money, it's probably heavier, and it's more tedious, but that's the art of it all. And it creates a final image that just can't be replicated. This photo here is a BTS of the film that I was able to get, where the camera being used is literally flipped horizontally, the film portion of it, to capture the frames in VistaVision format. So this is not me saying that every single thing shot on film is good, because it's not. There's a lot of movies that have come and gone, shot on film, that wasn't really good. The directing, the cast, the story, the sound, all of it combined, it wasn't good. Film is just an artistic choice. In the right hands, it can create magic. In the wrong hands, it can just be another movie that just comes and goes. If you give it to someone like PTA, Paul Thomas Anderson, then that's when the magic happens. And he chose to shoot on VistaVision because he wanted to create that movie magic, that classic vintage feel that we've all come to love. So if you look closely at all the films that are out today, they all have the same look. The washed out colors, flat profile, the highlights and shadows can't be clipped. But PTA kind of said, I don't care. I don't want to do that. I don't want this movie to feel the same. And he did quite the opposite. He shot on VistaVision. Yes, he shot on film, which is going to look better. But it's the grittiness. It's the humanness. It's how he intentionally lit some scenes where he didn't want it to look perfect. And that was the point. He didn't want everything just looking perfect and almost boring, but he wanted some clipped highlights. He wanted some shadows to look like shadows. He wanted day scenes where the sun was beaming overhead to look like a really bright scene. So let's take a look at a couple of stills. And what do you see here is the highlights are clipped. Here, another scene with Sean Penn, who, by the way, Sean Penn in this movie was so good. His acting was so good. Reminds me of someone, but yeah, he was phenomenal. I think he deserves something, some kind of award. And you don't really see this often. I know this is very minute detail, but if you look at a lot of movies, whether it's on Netflix, Apple TV, Peacock, wherever you watch stuff, you don't really see that. You see everything's controlled, everything's safe, everything is just flat and bland and mediocre. And even here on these night scenes, right? The shadows are pretty dark, but it feels like a night scene. It feels like how a night scene is supposed to look. But a lot of movies and shows today, a night scene literally looks like it's being shot on like a production stage or a studio. It literally looks like you can see like 5 lights that's being shined on that character. And it just takes away from the cinema of it, because you're like, oh, it kind of looks like it's being lit. Yeah, this was one of those movies where I just kind of sat back and thought, man, this is a movie. I was so hyped. Like, this is what a movie is supposed to look like. And this is where inspiration comes from, because I watched this and now I'm inspired that I don't have to confine myself in a small little bubble, but I could just make what feels right. I could push the boundaries. I could push my artistic limit in how I even kind of view the art of lighting and cinematography as a whole. Personally, I recently shot on 16mm film for the first time, from the beginning to end, loading the film, understanding and seeing and learning how film is processed. And it's a whole different ball. Digital, you're almost lazy because you have so many takes and you press record, pause, you put it into your MacBook, and then you edit it. And just like that, if you like it, you keep it. If you don't, you delete it. But film, it's this intentional process of blocking a scene, and every single movement, every single second counts, and it's expensive. So you have to make the most of it. And that's the beauty of shooting film. There's a cooperation between every single person where you value each second of film that is recorded. And it's a beautiful thing. And yeah, I shot on it recently. I can't wait to share with everyone. My next couple of videos will probably be about shooting on film. And you might get annoyed that I just talk about film a lot. Let me know if you enjoyed the movie as well. And as always, thanks for watching. Peace.